said, nobody of those people making those predictions knows what goes on inside of our building. And but yeah, we understand it's there. The media is obviously a big portion of today's world and college football. So certainly people hear it. I hear it. That's just the truth. And if anybody tells you different, they're probably lying. So yeah, but we asked for it. We asked to have this to be talked about and to be in the polls, things like that. It means you're doing something pretty good. But again, we know it's important. We're an older group. If we don't do what we have to do, on a random Tuesday in July, you're going to struggle in the fall. So, man, we're working every single day and exhausting our gifts daily to be our best, pushing ourselves to our limits.
With that, maybe more outside interest or expectations, is that more pressure or?
Sure.
How do you maybe handle that, or talk to guys about how to handle that?
Yeah, it's just, I guess, your own perspective. For me, it's just what an opportunity, an opportunity to do something that's never been done before, to be remembered as a legendary team and a player forever. It's a privilege. If talk good about me, talk bad about me, just talk about me. You know what I mean? Like, especially in the good fashion. A lot of people are talking good about us, and it means you've done some good things, and they expect you to do better things. But I expect that too, because I work really hard and I know what I do daily. But my perspective is, man, I'm very thankful for it. What an opportunity it is. I know I belong, and I'm going to do everything I can. And then at the end of the day, I know I'm going to do that, and I'll be okay with whatever the result is. I feel like it's going to be a pretty good one, to be honest. To be honest with you, as well as my coaches and players. But we're ready to go. I'll tell you that. Yeah, incredibly. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's going to be a good one. I really do believe that. Super talented. Got a good head on his shoulders. His parents, I've been around him a few times, and man, they're the greatest people in the world. And I know they raised a good one in Carson. I see it every single day. His intention to be his best every single day is there to soak up information. His humility that he walks with, and his just overall talent too. He's a talented dude. So I think he's gonna figure it out. I do, because he cares. He works hard, and it means a lot to him. So he's gonna figure it out, and the talent's already there. So he's on his way. I'll tell you that. For sure, a little bit, because I know as a young player, those older players impressed me a lot, and their mentalities they carried with themselves carry with me. Like, I try to imitate that, the greats. So yeah, certainly. I don't go out of my way to do it. I just be myself, and those people I looked up to molded me because I wanted to be like him, and hopefully he sees that in me daily. I don't go out of my way to try to leave an impression at all. I just hope he sees it in me. But yeah, it means a lot to me. I hope somebody can talk to me like I talked to some of the greats that I was around as a young player. So yeah, I can tell he's soaking it in, not from me, but from other players too, like Gabe and Xavier and JC. Those people, he's focused. He is, and he's got a bright future ahead of him. I mean that.
What should we know about Xavier Scott that maybe we don't?
Xavier? I don't know. I feel like he's an open book. He's funny. He's creative. He's loose. He's a clown in the locker room. I'm right next to him in the locker room. So I don't know. He's just a good old Florida native. Just likes to cut loose, man. He's a typical DB. Likes to run his mouth, But he's an open book, man. What you see is what you get. Like, I don't see him changing a thing about his character out here. I really don't. So, I don't know. He just likes what he likes. I really don't know what he does in his off time a whole lot. He just enjoys being around people he likes. And, yeah, I don't know. He's a funny dude. He's a good dude.
You got to face him 3 years now in practice. Yeah. Like, what's the challenge of him lurking in the secondary?
Yeah, it's just talent. First off, his length and his speed and I think his awareness is certainly there. And he just makes plays. He's always in the right spot. And he's fast. He's got all the tools. He's got all the tools, but he's super focused on just being a student of the game. Just from my perspective, he's always listening and never overreaching into the coaches' worlds to try to put his perspective on things. He's always an open book. He's listening. He's humble. And yeah, he causes issues for me on practice days for sure. My first spring, he picked me off, and I think that's the only time. But usually, they usually don't practice him. Usually, he'd be good on Saturdays and we'll roll. But no, he's a workaholic. He works, man, and he's ready to go. Make a good season.
Luke, what did you do well last year? What did you do well last year at playing quarterback?
That's a Broad question. I thought I thought it just led the team to a lot of wins. Man, I was good into half into game situations. Whenever my number was called upon, I thought I did good. I took care of the ball in a great way for the most part. From the passing game, I'm sharpening it up. With the fumbles and the strip sacks and things like that. But I prepared well, man, and I was good. We were good on third down, the red zone. We improved from 2023 to 2024 in all areas, and that just came with a lot of work and preparation. So, I think end up having in a game, 2-minute situations. Times running down. I was pretty efficient. One of the most efficient in the country, but just looking to sharpen my skills every single day, just to be my best, making another jump like I did in 23 to 24, and here on to 25.
Yeah, offensively, what would you like to do better as a team offensively?
Yeah, I think we need to be more explosive down the field in the pass game. I think that's an area where we need to grow in for sure, and we all know that as a collective, as a program, being able to threaten the really good teams, the Ohio States, kind of the big dogs, down the field, intermediately, not just underneath and RPO stuff. Not saying that we were terrible at it, but being more confident in it, knowing that when we call it, we're going to hit it, and so being able to create explosives down the field, I think is a step that we got to take, from my perspective.
What's a Brett Bielema moment for you? Brett Bielema moment.
Probably throwing me out of practice a lot, honestly. But again, super business-like, stoic. Man, he's about his business, but he's got a good style to him. Good flair. Twitter, he's all over that Twitter. But yeah, it feels like once a spring he throws me out of practice for making a stupid play, and I just get so pissed, But that's what's molded me into who I am and allow me to prepare and be the best version of myself. He brings out the best in me. So yeah.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself?
Say it one more time.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself in your career?
It's a great question. The biggest thing I learned about myself, so many things. My character from all standpoints has developed greatly. A verse that a Bible verse that I've held, very close to my heart, throughout my college career, and it's only grown, is 1 Thessalonians 4:11. Let it be your ambition to lead a quiet life, to work with your hands and mind your business. It's so easy in this day and age to run your mouth and to put yourself out there and to talk about yourself and to have a big ego and to toot your own horn and things like that. But man, just learning the habits of humility have been something that has fulfilled my life daily, and it's a daily challenge, the decision, because it's so easy, like I said, to talk about yourself and feel yourself and really think you're all of that, but in reality, man, I'm in need of a savior, and that's Jesus. But yeah, just humility is everything, I think, and that's something I'm always learning.
That's not the best